Well, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
The Flip.
It is time for D and Davis The Flip. Make sure you check out D and Davis The Flip every Wednesday, but we give you this special Honeycomb Hideout edition on Mondays.
Did you say Hornycomb?
No.
Okay.
But we know what you said close, but that doesn't mean that it's a winner. But we know where your mind is, filthy. Filthy here and Mr. Gymnastic Girl Jason. But we'll get to everybody who's in the room today. We got a packed house. We got more guys from D and Davis The Crew making their first appearances on The Flip, so please enjoy some of their views on some of the topics that we're going to go over. My name is Kenneth Davis, and the horny guy you heard just speaking, of course, is that man's name is
D, and I am not that horny.
Today.
in this very
I was
segment.
taken care of last night. I'm good. Davis style. Shout out to my wife.
Did you say D and Davis style? You see him over it? Now he finally got to use it. All right. Hey, check us out on Twitter at D and Davis Show, at D and Davis Show. You can definitely use that hashtag D and Davis Flip. Once again, it's hashtag D and Davis Flip. Follow us, email of us. Do you have any kind of thoughts or opinions of the show? Hit us up at, not at D and Davis, dndavis@gmail.com, dndavis@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter personally, Demons1, DEMONZE1. Kenneth Davis is at That's Davis. The executives of The Flip, first up, one Mr. Tony Gill. Follow Tony on Twitter at TonyGill670. And Kyle Means. You follow Cal on Twitter at work_right. That's WRKWRT. And we have Jason back. You follow Jason on Twitter at JF Kessner. We have Sidney Brown.
You were doing the executives. You left Sidney out of the executives part.
No, I'm saying executives of The Flip. It's different.
Okay, Sidney, you're fired from the You call me a bastard one more time, boy. I swear to God, you're going to be on the streets.
Sidney Brown is the
Jackass.
Sidney Brown is the executive producer of the D and Davis Show. This is his first time on The Flip, so definitely follow Sidney on Twitter at SidKid80. And Joshua Hicks is on Twitter at Joshua. You at Josh J Hicks
042?
042.
What's the 042 for?
Yeah, what is your birthday?
It's for Jackie Robinson?
No.
For
It's
just
Gmail.
why you didn't hit it with an underscore or something?
You just took that.
Yeah, I gave you one right there.
Yeah, he
I
threw
made you
one.
blacker than the ace of spades. you left it. You be like, yeah, brother.
Jackie.
Trying to help you, man.
So, we got a packed house once again here in The Flip, but we always have fun. Definitely you can hear us on iTunes, YouTube, Spreaker.com, and also SoundCloud. So, and also give us some good ratings, man. 5-star.
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 We 5-star chicks.
There you go.
All right, so we got a new game that we're going to play.
No, you have a new game that you want to play.
We're going to all play, so it's
I know your mind when you go to hypotheticals. We already had a crazy one before.
We always have hypotheticals.
Do we?
Yeah, the hypotheticals is the best
The
because
last one
we try to
was
lock
the
you into
bomb in
something.
the church.
Yes, that's the last one.
We want to revisit that one?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
What
please.
you going to do?
This is what I'm saying. Okay, so what you got in mind
All
this
right,
time?
so the game of hypotheticals, we come up with some scenario and we try to lock you in, so you can't just be like, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
So we were having a discussion about, and it just got out of hand. We were talking about Luke Kuechly's concussion, and that changed into him, D, talking about me watching Michelle's terrible, terrible Lifetime special.
You watched it?
Yeah, because I had to see how Dre was a demon of a man.
Don't you put that on Aubrey?
No, you're right. Not whatever.
Go ahead.
Bump them all. But no, so what happened though, we were talking about no domestic violence. And again, we always preface this with, at the end of the show, D says,
keep your hands to yourself.
And that really comes from do not hit anybody, but in particular women.
Yes.
So I had a question though about one, and it was about, well, what if a woman's trying to kill you? You can hit it in?
Well,
Yes.
if she's trying to kill you,
Tony,
get off
Tony, we know
We know
you
what you
believe in domestics. You don't even call
Get
the
her
cops.
a left.
Yeah. We just moved out here. We can't call the cops on these white folks.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
But this was one. So all right.
Okay.
So I had another one.
Okay.
So let's say it wasn't a situation where she was physically attacking you, and when we, because just me personally, I think some people raise their kids. If a woman hits you, it's okay to hit them. I don't. I don't necessarily believe in that.
Keep your hands to yourself.
What are you about to say, Tony? Go ahead. No. What are you about to say, Tony?
What if they stab you?
No, that's different. We said life-threatening. That's different. Follow the show now.
Okay.
Stabbing is killing. Puncher.
Okay.
But don't be women, please. Seriously. But this is the question. It's a hypothetical. We're having fun, everybody. What if, D, you had $3 million and we're not going to put it on Chanel. Let's just say you had a side piece, right? So you don't love her as much. And she has $2 million of it in the bag and is trying to leave. And you can't stop her. Would you punch her? This is
She got legit $2
million
million
of you and Chanel's $3 million nest egg.
Oh, wow. See, Chanel will punch me.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So how you gonna come home and be like, babe, we down to $1 million?
How it happened? My side piece took $2 million.
All right,
Why you hitting me? Stop hitting me, Chanel.
I think D loses either way.
I thank you, Tony.
Wait, stop. You're saving them. Answer the question.
No, continue, Tony.
What you gonna do?
No.
Well, everybody can answer the question. We're going around the dance.
So what would Chanel do? Kill me, or do I take out the side piece? Do I hit her?
I mean, physically.
I try to restrain her, try to get my money back.
That's not working. Like, it's not working. And look, she's planning on fleeing.
She got like an iron jaw. Like,
if she got an iron jaw, that means you struck her in her already to find out she has an iron jaw. You just don't know. Her jaw's sturdy as hell. She has to be able to take a punch.
Take one. I don't know. I don't think I would hit her. I would definitely try to restrain her.
But the restraint is not working, D. That's the point of the hypotheticals. You're locked in. There's no restraint.
Is there any kind of way I could call the authorities?
By the time they get here, she is halfway to Albuquerque. And then she's in Mexico.
So did she give me her real name? Do I know exactly who she is?
No, you really don't. Come to find out, that's the problem. You thought she was a solid side piece, but really she was doing you like old girl did Dirk Nowitzki before his wife now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not nice.
I'm saying, so you don't even know. She told you her name was Sabrina. Her name is Lola Falana.
Can I just take a chair over her back or something like that?
That works. He called it. Josh. I get you. You don't want to put your mitts on it. That's different.
Man. Listen, if it was in reality, I would probably just call the authorities and say, "Listen, man, this chick ran off with some money." Like I catch the beat down.
Lola
for Chanel.
is like Carmen Sandiego as far as getting away from the authorities. You're never gonna find.
Don't put me in there. I don't want to be in that situation.
Carmen.
All right, go ahead, Josh.
Man, I probably.
Whoa, he said this like a gangster. If anybody can't see that, he's rubbing his chin here. This week at Pimp Talk about one Joshua. Man, I swear, if she ever.
Go ahead, Josh.
Man, I wouldn't hit her, but if she tries to get away, I'll probably trip her.
Oh, no.
That's a good
They
one.
can't stop. Listen, y'all.
About,
she's diabolical. You guys are coming up with some simple ways.
She got an iron jaw. That doesn't mean she got to have strong legs.
She can get up and continue to run.
ankles
You'll
are
keep
weak.
tripping. Listen, once you get that first trip in,
every time you wear the heels, man.
a person is ready after the first trip. So you're just going to continue to keep tripping.
You better give my $2 million. I'm going to fuck your ankles
I got some strong legs. She'll fall out to the first one.
Okay. What's Sid Brown going to do?
Sid, what you got to say?
I'm going to keep it safe. I'm trying to keep my black ass out of jail. I'm saving myself. I'm with you, D. I'm calling the cops.
So you guys are $1 million millionaires. He said he was in there with a chair too. Why you trying to say that? Why you with D? All right, come on, you go first.
No, what I was saying earlier was I think we lose either way.
You do lose either way.
It's a lot of situations in life you lose either way. Because this is hypotheticals. Do not try this.
I'm saying, but you got
choose your way. You're gonna lose.
But you got to think. You got to think through it. You're gonna be like, all right, do I just let her get away with the $2 million? Just explain to my wife that hey, we don't have $3 million anymore.
No, you don't.
Or my side piece of $2 million.
Or you try and forcibly take the $2 million by any means necessary. Go home. She exposes you. Your wife divorces you and takes $2 million.
No, actually, she would take 1.5. So you would actually gain $500,000.
But you also got to pay what? Some type of severance to
your wife is not
third party.
Your wife's not gonna leave you.
I think your wife will leave you if she can take half of $3 million.
That's not enough to go.
What? I'll leave somebody for half $3 million.
Y'all need
1.5. You wouldn't leave. Let me hold on. If you had $3 million and she did something, you got 1.5. You ain't leaving.
Depends on what she did. Man. Is she trying to stay with this dude, Or is it like she? Because look, this is the problem.
I give you a perfect example, but go ahead.
The amount of investment that you can do when you can use $3 million as credit compared to 1.5, we don't have to be together, but we still need to be business partners.
So what if it was the whole the penguin situation? You came home, everything is all right. She got her side piece in the house, and y'all just duke it out. Y'all fighting, y'all going at it, and she's like, you know what, Ken, you shouldn't have left.
Yeah,
you shouldn't have left. I'm taking Henry.
That probably there's gonna be.
You also a dude named Henry.
That would be messed up.
Henry, let's go.
I didn't make any more Henrys.
Fucking Henry.
Nobody's making any more Henrys.
And
right?
then y'all win the house, and Henry's like, come on. And then you win the house, try to fight Henry again. You get your ass whooped again.
No, you know.
And he's like,
wait,
I
where
told
we
you.
at? Where we at?
You went home. You came home.
Yeah, all right. Where they all gonna
So-
die?
Just take the half. Just take
Henry's
the $1.5 million.
one dead Henry. Oh, Henry. You're right, Tony. There will be no more Henrys because I killed the last one. Right? And listen, when I holler, look, I'm not going to kill her, but I'm going to send a couple of them shots like, you look now. You know how it
Henry,
is.
you better leave.
Henry-
Home wrecker.
Henry better
You
not
call
come to
Henry a
my-
home wrecker?
Henry
the home wrecker.
Her and Henry better meet in a hotel room. If Henry is feeling gully enough to be at my crib and to duke it out with me, he wants to die.
Did y'all see that that movie clip that's going around Facebook now? It's like an older movie. It's with the bald head dude from
Terminator?
I forgot what he played.
Terminator.
Not the Terminator. Predator? He was in
Are they black? Are they who are
He's
they?
a black,
Who are these people?
kind of swole dude. I think he played a football player on The Game.
Oh no.
The light skinned stud?
No, not light skinned dude, dark skinned dude, bald head dude.
Oh, I think I know what you're
I
talking
think
about.
when you see it, I don't remember his name,
all right,
but
all right.
it's a video clip going around where a guy catches his wife cheating on him with that dude.
Is it real?
So no, it's a
No,
movie.
it's a
It's a
movie.
movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
All right.
At their house?
And at his house.
Okay.
So he makes him call his wife because he has a wife too. Makes him call his wife. The wife comes over and he smashes his wife
in front
in
of
front of.
This
the
is all
dude
because he has
and
a
his
strap,
wife.
a pistol. He's getting all the way with this with a pistol.
Yeah. He's smashing her and he's got the gun out.
Are
Saying,
you
"Move,
what are
I dare
you watching, Tony?
I've seen it like 4 times on
This
my
a
on my
real
Facebook.
It's one of those
movie.
It's a movie.
straight to
movie.
DVD black
I
movies.
think it was. Yeah.
These crazy
They
scenarios.
go to Netflix now. They don't go to DVD. They
crazy
just go to
scenarios.
Netflix.
Yeah, how much you pay for it, Tony?
I mean, that's hard to get it up.
Really?
How you even get it up? I mean,
He
you that
mad.
angry?
He mad.
You trying to aim and make? Because I mean, you got to keep that gun trained on. Because he wants to get you. Your wife wants to get you.
Because he called her and he was like, what do you want me to do? I can send him home back to you, or I can kill him right now. So she was like, you know what? Take me off speaker. So she
said, "Take me off speaker."
She said, "Take me off."
Why
speaker.
did she say call? Why she didn't call the cops? Somebody's gonna call the cops. That's a scenario to call the cops.
So she comes over. She undresses
so
it.
she wanted that deal.
start getting intimate.
You sure this isn't a porn you was
No,
watching?
this is a movie. It's
Was
a
he
movie.
enjoying?
It's a straight to DVD.
Was he
movie.
enjoying this when he was aiming it, or was it like he was frustrated?
What was he
strokes?
aiming?
No,
What was he aiming?
Angry face at the dude, like, dude, move! I dare you.
What
Why
was dude
you
saying?
doing
Was
it?
dude like, "I'm gonna kill you"?
I gotta
He was
find
like,
this.
no.
You have to find
He
it.
was like, no. Why are you doing that? And his wife was like, what are you doing? So
What are they?
it
What
was
are they talking
crazy.
about? Your
It was-
guilty parties?
Right.
What were you two doing?
Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you. I'll let y'all watch it.
Please, I'm trying
I
to
have
find.
to watch this.
I'm trying to.
I just was playing a game. You guys are taking this too far.
You talking about this dude right here? Let me see. Anyway, this is like great podcast.
Oh yeah, he's staying those
No,
movies.
it's not him. It's
But
not him. It's not
he's
him.
staying those movies. D. He's staying those. Was that dude in like the Soul Food the show?
Yeah, he was on Soul Food, the TV show. Yeah.
Like it. I bet. Oh yeah, Tyler Perry keeps him eating.
It had a Tyler Perry feel to it.
Tyler Perry going that route?
Was it this guy?
No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
I'm trying to find-
Younger than
Was
those
it the
dudes.
guy? Was it the guy? You know that what was that little thing that was going around last year where the girl was talking about she went to Florida with the strip and she was down there with some African dude.
That guy?
No, not him. Not him.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It's not
Yeah.
him. No, it's not. Oh, that is him.
Let me see.
That's
dude.
him.
Let me see.
That's
this.
him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh no, I wouldn't have got that. I
Okay,
wouldn't have got
that's
that.
him. All right. Now,
Podcast
this
needs
is
some visual aids.
Yeah, I know.
we
This
got-
is
Can
his
you do
name.
that too?
This isn't really working out right now, guys.
His name is Machad Brooks. Yes, I do remember him
He
being
seemed
on
like
the
he
game.
sleep with somebody's wife.
And
A wife
he's actually
sleep.
on Supergirl's show too as well. What's up?
Show me.
Oh, yeah.
this?
Here you go. There you go, Jason. That's the cat right there.
He's the smash. He's the
He's a smasher or the smashee?
Yeah.
No, he cheated. He was the first
Oh,
two.
Yeah.
is this movie called Adulterer?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
boy.
movie.
Oh, I found it.
They really had to think about that title.
I found the trailer. Now, I mean, I don't want to really play this.
It's too late,
I mean, yeah, because
y'all done went too deep for not playing it.
now, it's for real. I'm on IMDb right now. The movie's called Adulterers.
Tony, come on! I thought you said you got an iPhone now.
Wow.
Hurry up!
And
It got a MacGyver phone.
It got a 4.9 rating from
Out of 5?
IMDb.
Is
No.
it out of-
Oh, it's out of 10.
Oh, that's
out
bad.
of 10.
It was like that
Let's see.
soft porn you
Let's-
guys got.
Yeah, basically. Let's try to see if we can find some reviews on this. What you say you saw this on Facebook, Tony?
Yeah,
All
right.
right.
Live on Facebook?
Nah, I don't think they showed everything
They
on
play
Facebook.
everything on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Do y'all know?
They do.
They showing like live pay-per-view events on Facebook now.
I'm not really on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Ken.
What?
Then you hit me up like, hey, man, how you watching this? I told you go to Periscope. What was that you was asking me about? A fight or something like that? I told you to go to
Sometimes
Periscope.
it goes out, and then I look. You got to get it on the TV. Like who's be like 18 feet away? It's like, oh, come on, man.
Wait a minute. Here's a description of it. The rating is NR. On a steamy New Orleans afternoon, Sam decides to surprise his beautiful wife Ashley for the anniversary and comes home
She
early.
was doing this on their anniversary.
But Ashley is not alone in the bedroom. She and her lover Damien are about to learn how far a
gonna
jealous
learn today.
husband.
Oh, Damien, no.
Wow,
You gonna learn?
No. So, okay, all right, I'm feeling it. All right.
You feeling it?
I'm feeling it. About to learn how far a jealous husband will go in this twisted psychological drama about dirty little secrets and uncontrollable passion. Sam is deeply in love with his wife Ashley, so much that he leaves work early to surprise her. Okay, I already read that. Basically, all right. Adultery is a psychological drama that was inspired by true events. Whoa. The story takes place in New Orleans during 1 year. I already read that, man. This is the worst.
Did you find a video?
Oh,
I got the trailer.
Yeah,
Do you want to see the
I
trailer?
want to see
right
the
now?
part that
That
he was
scene?
talking about particularly. Yeah, come on, y'all. I thought you do this professionally.
Hey, do you want to try to play it over the
Yes,
mic?
the people want to hear it.
All right.
He told you any visualize, but it needs to leak the audio.
I found it, Tony. Want me to play it?
Theater of the mind.
All right, just make sure my mic is up, Tony.
This is Samuel Dupre. Oh, hey, how y'all doing? Chrysanthemums, tulips. That'll do. Today's our 1 year anniversary.
Your wife is a very lucky girl.
I'm the lucky.
Oh, he a white guy, and she was smashing a black dude. His wife is white or black? Oh yeah, he killing everybody.
But the black dude's wife is Asian.
Oh, he likes that too. Oh yeah, he don't. Come on now.
He heard something.
They showing his. Oh Lord, they showed his socks moving. She showed his red socks moving a rhythmic way.
Don't need all that. Come on, man.
I'm so sorry I messed up, okay?
You ain't sorry. You ain't sorry that you got caught. It's time that y'all deal with the consequences of your actions.
You said what?
Tony, what did this character do that he had so many guns on him?
He was living in Louisiana.
I'm gonna see you. Either you shoot me or you let me go. You know what a 44 Magnum would do to a woman's face?
I probably deserve to die for treating you this way.
Vengeance belongs to God. Avenge not yourselves. Give unto wrath. For it is written that vengeance is mine.
Now the trailer that I had, it didn't have the scene that Tony was talking about. I'm convinced Tony was probably watching a porno.
It was the scene. It was the scene. That scene where he's holding the gun. That's obviously they can't show
Well,
the climax of the movie. No pun intended. Or pun intended. However you want to take it.
Right on.
Well, this movie is called Adulterers, so maybe we need to try to reach out to one of these actors to get them on the show to really get a breakdown of this.
I can't do this show anymore. This has just got so. I opened up a box.
Yes, you did. This is all on you.
This is filth. This is just filth.
This is all on
This
you.
is filth on a level of filth that my eyeballs ache right now. You got
This is coming at us from a holy roller over here, man. No offense, Tony.
exactly this type of stuff he watches with his hands in his pants.
On Facebook. What is this? Oh.
Tell me what you in there doing.
I got the scene, but I don't know.
I'm good. I'm good. Like,
Oh, she's cute.
That's his wife.
oh my goodness.
No, he said not a bad age.
That's racist.
I know, right?
Leave the young man alone.
Oh my goodness. All right. So Ken, are you happy with what you started?
No.
I know you're gonna go home and find this trailer. You gonna watch
I'm not
it.
going to watch
You
it.
on Facebook now too.
I'm not going to watch that.
You ain't gonna watch that trailer? It's only a trailer.
It's just
Wait a minute.
so
What?
dirty and nasty and I mean, look, that's
Kenneth
what
Davis.
art is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Make you feel like that.
It's only a
but
movie.
It's like a realm of Dante's hell that I don't want to journey to. So I'm
Interesting.
good off of that one.
It's interesting.
I'm
I'm
good off of that
gonna
one.
go find it. I want to see it.
That's fine if that's what you like. Phil Farm.
Didn't we
Where
start this
where
with-
your hands gonna be at?
Didn't we start this recording at the beginning
Hold
of
that
it?
pistol. Deep strokes. I'm good.
That's interesting.
Yeah. What did that? I don't want to watch that.
Kind of both.
Really?
The trailer in
It's
that.
got a 4.9 rating.
I gotta watch the
assume it's a bad
4.9s.
movie.
I gotta watch
I
the
assume it's a
4.9s.
bad movie.
Yeah, it's a
You
bad
have
movie.
to watch the 4.9.
Those would be the ones to be like, this is so bad, I can't take my eyes off of it.
I don't have enough time in the day to do that.
But you watch some of those bad movies on Netflix. They only about
I don't watch a lot of bad movies.
70
I don't
minutes
watch a lot
long.
of bad movies on Netflix. I don't get enough time to watch the stuff that I want to watch a bad movie.
How about this? I don't know if anybody else in the room are big Walking Dead fan. The Walking Dead fans. All right, Tony, you don't watch Walking Dead. Y'all watch Walking Dead?
You guys are missing
So it's only
out.
me. It's only me and Ken
Y'all
right here.
suck.
So wait a minute. Are you happy so far with this season? Because I'm not. I know some people out there listening to the show. We know some fans that listen to the show that are Walking Dead fans.
Yeah. So right now, stop listening to the show.
Stop listening. Spoiler. They can go ahead. I can skip this season until they get to the point where Negan is going ahead.
Let me ask you this: why?
I'm gonna catch one.
Is this because you feel like it's going to be another one of those Rick going through his shit, and you just don't feel like going through down
Yes.
that thing? I can kind of feel like that, but I think it won't be the same repeat as when they were in jail and he became peaceful Rick and farming Rick.
Well, I didn't jump ahead. I didn't do a Martin McFly and saw the Walking Dead, but I didn't jump ahead and looked at the synopsis of the Walking Dead, the comic books, and if they are going to try to stick
give me
to,
no future.
I ain't gonna try to give you no future stuff.
I mean, I know some of the stuff just through, but I try not to really
because
focus on it.
I'm so disappointed so far with the season right now. I had to look.
Why are you that disappointed? Well, I told you. See, this.
I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
When we were talking with
This
Kyle,
dude has a bat. Just shoot him.
and I said, "Nah, it's just the psychology of what Negan has put in all these people, and you got to think about how everything is broken down." Negan has, for you guys don't know, so the main characters have living in a place called Alexandria, and now they're in charge of it. So they went to this other place.
The survivors are in charge of
the
Alexandria.
Hilltop, and the Hilltop wanted to make an exchange with them, and to increase the amount they can get in exchange, they basically said they would kill this crew of deviants out there
called the survivors.
The survivors. So they went to kill them and believed they had killed them. The key thing was they were looking for someone named Negan. Negan's trick is he gets all of his people to say, "I am Negan." This is the mind game that he plays to where they all fall into this Negan trap. As D saying, he's just one man. But okay, I hate to go this way. Hitler was just one man. It's just one of those things where he's got this type of charisma slash whatever is the foulest thing you could say, that the people that already have been with him and were too scared, and now that he has this army, and we don't know how large his army is, it's not as simple to just take his ass out like that.
See, this is my thing. All right, since y'all don't watch, let me just ask you this. So this dude rose up. He got his crew with him. Yeah.
You got to break it down further than that.
What?
So
Okay, break it down.
They think they're the baddest people in the land. So they like, well, one of them is pregnant. You think she's about to lose the baby. They're going to drive up to Hilltop for their doctor.
This is the good guys of the show.
It's no good guys because everyone becomes bad. They've done things they weren't supposed to do, like run and kill Negan's people where they were sleeping. So they're sitting there and they're driving.
Why'd they kill him?
Because they were making a deal. First of all, they know that these people are evil, but they were making a deal with Hilltop, like, you don't have to worry about them anymore.
We gonna be y'all protectors.
We'll be y'all protectors.
Yeah.
So they're in an RV, right? And they're going to take her to the hilltop so they could save her. Everywhere and every road they go, they're blocked off by Negan's people, right? So they don't know Negan is this big yet. They think they killed Negan. So you starting to be like, damn, wait, we don't even know these motherfuckers got numbers like this.
Yeah, right.
And so every road they
outnumbered.
Negan's people aren't even killing them yet. They just like, nah, motherfuckers,
Negan too fast.
go the other way, right? So every dog, they take 3-4 different highways and roads to get there, right?
They surrounded.
So finally, they like, look, fuck this. One guy who was a nerd was like, I'll take the RV. Y'all take these motherfuckers on foot. I'll go to the next one. We know they're going to be there. They even got to the where they was like a dammed up or a wall of fire or some shit. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I'm going to go whatever y'all go. So now Rick and them are on foot. They come to find out they walk and they come through some bushes and Negan has the RV motherfuckers and now them. And so Negan led them like a mousetrap to this on foot, cutting off all these highways. So the mind fuck is, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
So this is the thing though. This is what I was going to say. So you see Negan and his crew roll up. They got guns, but you roll to they rolling up to you. You got guns, right?
Guns. We got guns too.
All right. So right. So the dude that's the leader, all he's doing is walking around with a bat with some barbed wire on it. You don't know who this dude is. You know this dude from Tom, Dick, and Hank on the street.
They're outnumbered. This isn't a simple scenario like it's 8 on 8.
But this is
it's like 30-40. Y'all with a pregnant girl, like 4 or 5 of y'all with a pregnant girl, and 4 or 5 of y'all on y'all knees with pistols to y'all heads.
I'm not
already.
talking about that scenario. I'm talking about them rolling up to Alexandria. So they roll into your town. You got guns. They got guns, as I was saying. This dude walks up. And all he has is a bat with barbed wire. That's it. This motherfucker's running his mouth. I would think so far somebody like, who the fuck are you? All you guys a motherfucking bat. They put this pistol to your face. I know we gonna die. Bam! You dead, motherfucker.
You still not telling them all the story, D.
What more? What
all right,
more?
before they get to that point, y'all.
I killed the snake.
No.
All these motherfuckers walking around. I'm Negan.
Negan tells them.
Kill Negan. You know who Negan is.
After the part that I said.
I am saying that a little bit too
Negan
fast.
puts them all on their knees, right? Now, mind you, Negan really just wants you to work for him, right? But he's like, he don't even know the extent of how many people they've killed. He finds out a little bit more, but he knows they've killed a decent amount of his people. So he's like, look, one of y'all has to die, right? So he goes around with his bat, choosing them. They all got guns to their head. They're on their knees, right? He kills one of them, right? So then Daryl, one of the main characters, and Negan told him, don't you motherfuckers better not move or jump or another one motherfucker's going to die.
Guy jumped up and hit him in the mouth.
So Daryl jumped up and hit him. So then Negan, and it was kind of a cheap kill, he kills one of the main characters in the comic book that you knew was supposed to die from this incident. But he didn't die initially. It was another guy, right? So now Rick being the leader, you done seen, and he smashed their brains to bits. Y'all witnesses with the bat, the nothing bat. He smashes their brains to bits, right? So still, Rick, because Rick is a hard ass, he hasn't broken Rick, and this is what Negan wants to do psychologically. So then he's like, so what the fuck? And Rick's like, man, this is why I told you I was mad. They on their knees, 2 motherfuckers with their brains smashed out. Rick's like, I'm gonna kill you. Now at that point, I said to you on the flip, I was like, he should have been like, whatever you want, we'll settle this shit later. So Rick said that, guess what he does? He grabs Rick's one-eyed son who got shot in the fucking face, throws him on the ground, puts the gun to all of their heads, and gives Rick the saw and says, cut off his fucking arm. Now, in the comic book, Rick is missing a limb, so there's always a throwback of that context of, when is this supposed to happen? But right now, the half-blind boy is about to get his arm cut off by his father. He finally breaks Rick. So now the scenario happens where he's like, all right, motherfuckers, I done taught you this bullshit. Stop fucking with me. Go to your place. We gonna come pick up our shit when we want to pick it up.
Basically, they came in and robbed the whole entire time.
So now it ain't
a motherfucker with a bat.
But you still don't know the depths of this crew right now. So yeah, now Rick is broken. They go back to their home, and he shows up, and you want to do a gunfight, but y'all one would all die from what you really know.
Hey, he dead.
Where are the zombies?
That's not really what the show's about. It seems like that, but it's really about what people will do in the apocalypse when something like that happens.
Basically.
So it's like, how do you adapt, and what depths will you turn as far as morality is what the show's really about.
As I was saying before, this season sucks so far. That motherfucker should be dead by now.
So
shoot him. He had a bat.
What season number is this, by the way?
6 or 7.
See, that's why I haven't started. I got it. I got 4 or 5 with an old roommate. Like, I was like, I can't go back and catch up on this. I got too much to do. But everything you're saying sounds like really compelling television. So why do you hate it so much?
It's deep.
Ah, man.
He's just like, you look, when you like, we would just shoot him, then he would murder. This is the problem what he's saying. Rick now realizes to keep them all alive, and he also feels like he's partially to blame, that he has to do what Negan as a leader says to keep them all alive, because Negan will wipe them the fuck out, is how he feels.
See, this is also the thing, too. You have your good guys and bad guys. This is a classic comic book kind of a thing, although the heroes kind of have a little dirt on their hands.
More than little.
You can kind of see what's going to happen. That's the thing about it. That's why I was like, let me look at the synopsis of the comic book and try to see what happened. I'm like, yep, that's what happened. That's why I'm kind of like, the season isn't. It's not good.
People have been waiting for Negan to finally appear on this show.
That's shit bullshit.
All right, so the spoiler alert is
Jason,
off.
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
That's
and
what I
then
said.
everyone gets raped and pillaged, even though Negan doesn't like rape. But he will marry the shit out of your wife. Fuck with him, and he's going to marry the fuck out of your wife.
Yeah, he did do that.
He believes in that boy. This one guy left. They burnt his face, and to save, because Negan was going to marry his wife's sister, to save him, his wife married him, and he comes to check out get checked out by the doctor, and his wife's in there taking a pregnancy test. So Negan's hitting the shit raw in the apocalypse, banging your chick with a raw dick.
You think that's realistic? You think people will be that tribal?
Hell yeah.
Did you see the election?
There it is.
Yeah.
You're talking about no law. There's look, and this
Yeah.
the funny thing about it, the show, I think initially, and people's hang up as far as going as far as they went, was that you thought things was going to go back to normal. Now motherfuckers know it is not going back to normal.
Never going back to
We're
normal.
not getting charged with these murders, probably. You know what I'm saying? And it's what you will do in that scenario.
So this might get into a deeper conversation.
No, go ahead.
But what is morality then? If when there's no quote unquote pen to paper law guiding anybody, what is morality?
There isn't that much.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing you
So
might not.
what is good?
Only thing you might not fuck with is probably some kids.
Is there
if
a
any
standard
kids
for
are
good?
around,
What is good? What is good?
surviving.
Just surviving?
Yeah.
That's moral. Just surviving. By
Do
any
you want
means
to turn? Do you want to
necessary.
turn to a
Some of
zombie?
these people aren't.
Do you want to turn to a zombie?
Some of these people aren't just robbing and killing people. Like Rick and them really don't. Outside of there's been the only time that they've went and done something wrong was where there were some cannibals, right? And they just killed them in the church. Like, you know what? We're not even going to let you live because you'll try to do this to somebody else.
You'll try to eat me later.
Yeah, they was like, so they killed these cannibals, right? And then this time, but what they gave you were these people are so bad that it justified what Rick and them did. So Rick and them don't just rob people, you know. They will. They try to help people.
They have a moral.
But see, the problem is sometimes helping people has come back to haunt them. So it's like, how far can we go in this world as far as trying to help other people?
Okay, so here's a question. So let's throw this in everybody around here. So wait a minute. So if it was an apocalypse situation, I mean, it's like not even zombies. It's the end of the fucking world. How much morals, Josh said? How much of a moral compass are you going to have if you're trying to survive?
Absolutely none.
I'm
not Prince. I'm going crazy.
He was the person I was going to say to watch out for.
Josh?
I don't even know. Like, I guess it's just hard to fathom.
Pimp Josh.
Putting yourself in that situation, but I probably wouldn't either. Like, I'm trying to survive, so
Listen,
you
I
ain't
probably
with
won't
me,
have.
then.
Listen, I ain't doing nothing to no kids. I ain't raping, but everybody else, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm getting mine.
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't be.
I couldn't be that savagery.
But you talked about is 21 Savage. 21. Now the Savage isn't funny. When you really need to be savage, it's like, oh no. It's just
I'm
a
only here
joke.
for the beats, okay? I'm only here for the beats.
but yeah, I mean, it's like everything that you've done. So was that pretend then up until you reached a certain level of pressure? Like, no, I think I would like to be the same person no matter what the situation. Even if it costs me my life. What do you mean? Kill people?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So like when you saying
like
that,
kill a zombie?
no, a
Yeah, I would
person-
kill a zombie.
No, a zombie's dead. Would you kill another human being at all? Would it be anything justifiable as you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, but I'm just the thrill to take another person's life.
Not a thrill.
Or the
What about for your
Or I
family
would-
though? Like, so let's just
like
say
if somebody
this.
was robbing or raping my sister,
Yeah.
and the only way I get
But,
yeah, I would.
So, but let's say a scenario.
And what I'm saying is there's no, in those situations,
Yeah.
it isn't just simply black and white.
Sure,
There are gray areas, you know, but I'm not going to be proud about it.
Would you
or I'm
help
not gonna-
other people if it got to the point where you had been robbed? Let's say you guys tried to be nice and your goods and stuff were stolen several times. Maybe someone got sick because of lack of goods. Would you be the same person as far as being giving going forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard, obviously, if
When apocalypse says go to T's house. That shit is free.
but yeah, I mean, without that moral compass, what is life? If I don't have respect for my fellow man, to up into a certain degree, what are we doing here?
I honestly
What are we doing here? Are we friends?
I honestly,
If I'm only using you to survive or to boost myself up,
We're not using each other now.
But what I'm saying,
when the apocalypse hit,
right? What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
it's only lasting up until a certain pressure point. That's when everything changes.
all right, but think about this.
I like to strive to see to be that person, no matter what the situation.
Let's
calls
look at
for.
it like this: you love 21 Savage, and you like to say that Savage like it's cool. But when you look at the fact that we've built up, like where we're at right now, we've built up all of this around us, but you go back to caveman times or whatever, and they didn't have anything. So they were fighting. So we're saying if you're put back into where money was worthless, money means nothing. Goods mean everything. Protecting your own means everything. How could you stay the exact same person to a certain? I agree with you. I would hope that my moral compass would still be good, but first of all, I would kill the fuck out of a motherfucker. Like, I mean, it gets especially like let some of my people go. It's a couple like I would walk the line where people be like, Ken is cool, but damn, he killed the fuck out of that dude, right? Like that time he crossed the fucking line, right? It would be a scenario like that to where because I would think even the pressure that it's good all this and it's different from us coming from like I mentioned caveman. Caveman came into the world with this shit is crazy. We're going from, man, this civilized shit to, oh, shit, someone hit the fucking button. That alone is going to make me crazy at times. And you see this in the show to a certain degree. Like, how do you come to grips? Even it's a character named Carol. And Carol, who was a housewife, right? Mm-hmm. Her husband was sexually assaulting her daughter.
yeah.
And so her husband was beating on her, right? And Carol was basically a weak character. Come to find out, her daughter disappears. And they don't know what happened, but they kind of fear maybe she's been taken as far as turned into a zombie. They don't find out till they're on a farm and a guy was keeping zombies in the barn, and they open the barn to kill the zombies. Here comes the daughter. She had been turned, and they didn't know she was in the thing. This is kind of how Rick steps up because he takes out when the guy that's leading at the time doesn't. So Carol turns into one of the illest killers in the crew because she starts to do stuff that other people won't do. Like they're in a jail. Some people are real sick. She just kills them one night, right? We don't know if they turned before she killed them, but she kills them and burns them so everybody doesn't get sick, right? Mm-hmm. But now, last season, Carol has hit a point where she can't kill anymore. So she wants to leave because she realized how much she's changed. So she's trying to get back to some of what she lost in this scenario. So that's what I think would happen to a lot of us in that situation.
I'm with you in a lot of ways on this. I've had a lot of arguments. Again, this is going to make me sound like the nerdiest person on earth about like whether or not, you know, it's a basic argument of philosophy. Are we intrinsically like animals, or do we congregate together and try to help each other? Mm-hmm. Obviously, there are barriers, and so much, whether it's westerns, whether it's zombie movies, very sci-fi, alien invasion stuff, all has to do with setting up these scenarios in which we can be reduced to this state where we have to kill or be killed or put ourselves. And it's really glamorous to want to try to think that you'd be the like underestimated hero that can toe that line between light and dark and give somebody a chance. But when they turn on you and try to do the double cross, you're strong enough to kill them, you know, and to act in that last moment. But a lot of us, you know, if we're to be real about it, we don't actually have the strength or the full awareness, you know, peripheral vision, whatever our weakness is.
Especially Tony, I get what you're saying.
To really, really not just have it be the tribalism. And my scenario with that would be, let's have the biggest possible crew we can have.
That's what I'm saying.
And let's just roll.
That's this is the question. Are you gonna roll? And that means you're gonna have to murder. Because we're not gonna let you keep your hands clean. We all taking the body for this one.
But here's the thing. I don't know if I can live knowing that I've done those things.
You'll be all right.
What I'm saying is I can die knowing that I've been the best person that I can be. I can die.
And then guess what's gonna have to happen
knowing
for
that.
your family to live? Dee's gonna have to marry your sister. Because Dee marries him. Dee's gonna be like, y'all wanna make it out of here? She might.
I like you and I want you.
So listen, your family needs you though. And you're a leader. Think about that. God can't handle this stuff if the shit hit the fan. What Christian gonna do? Huh? They need you. Grandpa out there, he needs your help, and you out here trying to motherfucker toe the line. You a young lion, boy. You gonna let them die? Okie dokie. That motherfuckers across the street beating on his wife gonna be them broke in your crib and took all your shit. Right? Okie dokie. Fuck with him if you want to.
I don't know. I just think
This is went off to the left. This hasn't been funny.
no.
It's been an interesting conversation.
I agree. We got to make it funny.
But I'm glad we moved it away from just specifically talking about walking because
Yeah, go ahead.
you guys isolated all of us.
Yeah.
He did it. He wanted to go Walking Dead. He asked y'all, did y'all watch it and still delved.
I just said this. I just said
This
this.
might be a good point to
Go ahead.
transition. My recent session, I don't know. Again, we can go around the room.
Yeah.
It's dangerous if it's media, but I just started watching Dark Mirror, which is like a
I gotta start watching that.
I've been meaning
version
to.
that puts you in the scenario of the what are you going to
yes.
do.
Yeah.
That are really relievable scenarios, and then I did finally get to Stranger Things, though I didn't finish.
Okay,
Again,
okay.
that's another thing where it's like, are you going to join forces or are you going to crumble? Again, so many metaphors for what's circulating. Real life things. Like, we like to put it in this context that, like, we don't have to deal with it because of laws, but also, are you going to screw somebody over? Are you going to fuck them over for the promotion, or are you going to, like, rise up together?
I used to be good all the way. But, I mean, especially for my boys, my family, I'll do you. Like, shit, because look, let me take the hit.
I think just find Sidney and just roll with him because he's taking out every goddamn body.
But see,
So Sidney's vegan, apparently?
no,
Is that
wait,
what we're
what's
doing?
the movie with, is it Jake Gyllenhaal? And he's like the guy that gives TMZ and the news people
The Night Watcher, Nightcrawler? Nightcrawler,
Yeah,
whatever
see,
that
the
is?
problem with Sidney, he would be like Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie. He'd be like, I couldn't sleep. I look at Sidney standing over me. I'm like, motherfucker, we gonna have to kill him.
He coming.
You talking about I like you and I want you. Sidney is taking all of the women. Bitch, you are mine. Every time we rescue somebody, Sidney got a new woman. We're like, Sidney, what's
Well, the ones that I like.
Exactly. That's all I'm
That's what
saying.
I'm saying. I like you. I won't.
He's like, Sidney, you can't have 11 wives, man. We trying to move lighter than this.
do you want to die? Just find Sidney and roll with them through the
Yeah,
apocalypse.
Sidney will kill mad people in the apocalypse.
You remember me, motherfucker?
One question though, Sidney. What
Yes.
are your credentials for this? You got
Psycho.
a black belt or something? Cyborg?
Just
You just see him walking up and all
like berserker. Like it's like clicking a button.
See, because that's the other thing. You got to scout people. You got to evaluate in a hurry.
man.
All right.
Well,
So some of the discussion, some of the stuff that's taking place since we done the last flip has been Sage Steele won.
oh yeah, y'all hate her.
She's on the list.
We hate her? You said that she sold out yourself. I was
I
like,
didn't say that.
oh, you ended it with if you can get out, some people get out.
No,
That-
I didn't
what
say
does
that.
mean?
No. Kyle said
I
that.
thought that was you.
That was
See?
me.
That was you.
Oh, that was you. See, he always trying to pin something on.
You
no.
said I give you the good.
No. I said that Dave Chappelle just said that in his monologue in SNL. He was like, "Man, this whole black thing.
You didn't say
if I
that.
had a way out, I'd get out."
When I gave you the pound and was like, right, you didn't say that wasn't me. You took that pound and you ran with
I
that
always
pound.
take a pound.
You
That
ran.
don't sound right.
I didn't even pay attention. I almost had snot fly out of my nose. Oh my goodness.
That didn't sound right.
Oh my goodness.
But do you want to go ahead and bring up the Sage Steele thing a little bit?
I mean,
Or should we let Tony just have that?
Yeah, Tony, go ahead with your Miko.
Well,
Brown.
it might not be fair because I already didn't really like her because I felt like she helped out with the pushing out of Bill Simmons, who's one of
Why do you feel
my.
like she? How did she tell me? I'm
Well,
not
they
informed
would
enough.
get into it a lot on
They were
Live
both
Inside
bad.
NBA
Live on
on
TV.
national television, on live television, and I mean, he would try to talk. I mean, she would give it to Jalen all the time. He would have these long monologues, and when it's time to get, I would think the more informed and more ready person or entertaining person to talk, which is Bill Simmons, out of the whole cast, she'd be like, "Okay, we got to go to break." And he'd be like, I remember one time specifically, he was like, "Wait, can I say something?"
Yeah, it was a
And she
playoff
was
game or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
it was a playoff game. He was like, "Wait, can I say something?" He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
During the whole segment.
Yeah,
That was all bad to me. I like the fact Michelle Beadle's doing it now because I thought Sage was bad doing that.
Yeah.
So shout out to a white woman taking
What is
the
she
job.
doing now? What is Sage doing
Since
now?
you love him.
is she
Since
still
you
on
love
it?
him so.
Is she still on ESPN?
Yeah, she got another. She got some more cash. She's like ESPN all over.
Yeah, I
kinda.
can't rock with Sage. Still,
Well,
especially after this now.
Well, the whole thing is obviously, if you haven't heard, Mike Evans at one point in time saying after the election that he was not at the presidential election, Donald Trump won. He wasn't going to stand for the national anthem because Donald Trump won. He has since changed his mind, said he's not going to do that. Huh?
They got to him.
They got to him.
I
Of course.
feel bad for. They got to him.
They got to him. So if somebody told him,
He's
you better stay your
interracial
ass.
also. Yeah,
He's biracial. He's biracial.
His family situation is like
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, his uncle killed his father.
crazy.
Yeah, Uncle killed his father. Yeah, it's
father was
way, it's
on
way,
crazy
Nobody
way
can
crazy.
tell him nothing about nothing.
Right, true. True. So, but Sage still sent out a tweet of somebody, I believe, was it Arlington Cemetery, basically? Or a cemetery, basically, a soldier.
Arlington,
Virginia, yes.
Boy, you better get it right.
I thought I said Arlington.
They will kill you.
They watching.
I know.
Basically saying, like, you know, putting it back to the military thing, don't disrespect the military by not standing for the national anthem. Obviously, he said it had nothing to do with that. It was about Donald Trump winning.
Obviously. That shows where her intelligence is.
Right. So, whoa.
I don't care.
No. I'm not. No.
She's
No.
being-
Do you? No. I'm not
Yeah.
saying. I'm not saying that. But one thing I'm saying is, I think it just shows to her level of. Did you say intelligence?
Yes.
The simple fact of
She's not smart.
or ignorance. The simple fact that she wasn't paying attention to the situation. He said has nothing to
But
do with
Kaepernick
that.
just
but
got done doing this at
Kaepernick
the beginning
had-
of the season.
Right.
Where was she then?
That begs the question. This is what I did say in the text message. She had been waiting for that text. I mean, she's been waiting for that tweet. She had that all ready to roll.
I feel bad,
And as
though.
as soon as something happened, you know what I'm saying, she felt like she threw it out there.
I thought you really stepped up. I feel bad that you pulled it.
Why the fuck did I pull a D?
You know how you get with this.
Oh, get out of here.
Sell out.
Listen, fuck, none of that shit with me. I'm saying to her ass, listen, she went on a whole Facebook rant, and Brian Latal, the Black Sports Online, broke it down perfectly, in my opinion. It's like the whole thing she was bringing up.
Get him on the pod.
Yeah. Oh, we had him on the show once. He's
No, we had
fucking
him on
great.
the show a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. But he broke it down like, listen, she said, like, well, the two strongest people I know, I think she said was her mother. She's biracial. Her mother's white. Her father's black. And she was like, look at my strong mother for marrying a black guy. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. Your father would have been the one that got his ass beaten, fucking lynched if he could.
Well,
not your
she
white
lost
mother.
some of her privilege, though, for her family, I'm sure. Like the people around
But
her.
okay,
So
why
I'm
you
not
lose
saying-
privilege with family? And your father
What if her
probably the
daddy-
one
what if her daddy was
getting
like,
home
"You
and shot
bet-"
or some shit.
What if her father was like, you better not ever come around here no more? They're coming over kissing me when you've been kissing on that.
or
The black lips all over your body.
or her
Click clack, motherfucker.
or her husband could have been the one who could have fucking got killed or something like that.
He probably got high
And-
fives and shit back in the hood. He
Maybe.
got one.
Hey, maybe I don't know. Oh, then who did she say? Her husband?
Her husband's white.
Her husband's white. Like, look at him. He's very strong for marriage.
She's a self-deprecating.
I'm getting all
black.
outside of my
She's a
bloodline.
self-deprecating black.
And that's what I kind of got out of it. Listen, I know the whole thing about diversity, whatever like that. And she's saying like we only use it when we supposed to, or when we think it's good as black people. That's when we use the word diversity, whatever like that. Looking at the way she was breaking it down, it's like I don't think you are understanding. First,
She's an idiot.
First, that stupid ass tweet that you put out with that picture, that was strike number one against your ass. Number two, the whole thing about look at these most powerful people in my family, or the most strongest people, my mother and my husband, they the white ones.
They
and
loved us.
It's like, wait a minute, hold on.
They loved
You
us.
don't have
Just
history.
do what they say.
You don't have history
Look at my
on your
skin.
side for
My
that
husband
one.
took me.
I just
Molly.
this is what I did say on the text. This is what I did say. After all this shit boils down, and you say what the fuck you gonna say, they still gonna look at your ass. Your ass is black.
No, you had to end it right. You didn't take the step. Throw the word on that motherfucker.
Oh,
say it.
nigger.
Wait.
But that's the way. I think that's what's gonna. She's saying all this shit. It's like I didn't know your ass is. I didn't know your ass is mixed. You think anybody?
I didn't know she was mixed.
I did
I
because I actually was big in first. I knew.
If I'm mixed. I'm not mixed. I'm just right.
See, that's how
I don't assume any black
my
person
family
is
are like
mixed.
a bunch of him. So I always thought people was like, okay, you light. Anyway, this is the point. I used to watch Cold Pizza. I don't know if it switched to First Take yet when Stage came on. It may have been still Cold Pizza.
No, it was first. It was first take.
It was
first take.
Well, it was Cold Pizza.
It was Cold
then it was
Pizza.
First and
I
10.
think she was on there still when whatever. She was very bad initially, and because she had a connection with Jay Crawford in Tampa Bay, I believe, I think she was given a lot more allowances than somebody else. And being black, clearly they were giving her this chance and a longer leash because she was really. I always enjoyed how much better where she came
got
from
a lot
because she was really terrible initially.
Yeah.
And I think because of what's the name? What is it when they give us black people something? Affirmative action. Yeah. I think because of the kind of
You call her a quota?
Yeah, she's a quota, and the funny thing is, and then you get your ass
She
up in
feel
there,
too.
and you close the door. Be like, click. Oh no, none of the rest of you motherfuckers coming up here. And so for me, it's one of those things, and I know you always say it's about people's experiences, and truly, to a certain degree, it is.
I think it is.
But it's like, listen, are you going to either? This is my problem. Are you gonna ride? Because we was talking about when we was talking about making the crew up or whatever. My crew. Down ass white people, you riding too. We're not gonna let anybody do anything to you. Them, depending on the type of warriors they are. Now, if they supreme warriors, we may have to have a discussion. No. But listen, but still, it's like that's not gonna be an issue with my crew. But if you're gonna ride, you're gonna ride. You can't sit here and pick and choose the times when you think something is correct. Look, are we gonna say there's definitely been issues and times that I've been around, and the first thing that flies out of a black person's mouth, that's racist. And I just be like, damn, motherfucker. Like, it just be something trivial. You know what I'm saying? That probably isn't.
Or it could be true. Yo, black ass probably fucked up something. That ain't
exactly.
Ain't necessarily
and their
racist.
first thing is that's racist. I get that. So if someone's like, well, the race card is played too much, I could say, yeah, I could see that point. But when clearly you're pointing out, hey, this is wrong, this is systemic, you can see this shit is set up like this, even when you look at the fact that because of this, it helps take care of other motherfuckers that wouldn't even be able to sustain their life if, prison industrial complex,
right.
shit, stuff for that ilk or whatever. If you can't even own up to that and say the deck is stacked against blacks and that helps them, and even though, yeah, y'all can do better, but when you see that so much shit is set up for the failure and for a lot of the economy to be sustained, well, that's just not how the shit is put into play. So when you can't even own up and acknowledge that, like I said to y'all, look, I said it on the flash flip, the real problem, and that's why the name of the episode was Shh, Don't Wake the White Nationalists. Motherfuckers talking about 2042. Man, y'all gonna be a minority. And y'all kept putting the time step on that shit like they gonna be cool with that shit. Like, fuck it. All right. And it was like, we gotta get our shit back together, Paul. Like, it was we got to get our shit back. Fuck this shit. Fuck it.
Not Henry, but Paul.
Yeah, and you think, and I was having this discussion, dog, if you telling me I have 100%, right? I got 100%. And D, you be like, man, like, let's just say I got 100 mil tonight. I'm like, D, man, here, take this 10. And you be like, man, brother, can I get 50? I'm be like, fuck, no, you can't get 50. So then when you telling somebody else, like, and even though they've done wrong to you, like, look, if it's going to be right, give me 50. Motherfuckers don't want to give you 50 when shit is on the up and up.
I understand completely what you're saying.
If you're telling me that if this was, and of course Africans been messed up or whatever, let's just say there was no apartheid, right? And Europeans came over here and they be like, we need better jobs. And you'll be like, you know what? Give it to them. We're going to be like, shit. I guess. Like, and I'm saying that, and then we know from slavery to everything I just said as far as how the decks are stats against you that it's not fair. But I'm just pointing out the reality of the situation, and in pointing it out, to hear people like Kanye, Sage Steele,
oh Lordy,
to hear all these people
we gotta get on Kanye
that once they cross the line are like, oh, you motherfuckers are crazy. It's disheartening because it just proves that one, once you get rich, it's like whatever. But also, it makes you feel bad because I feel like if I make it, I'm still gonna be a person that's down for the cause because what's the point of me making it?
No, I feel that. I think. If anything, it testifies to how much of a ignorance fact from a woman's standpoint that brings to her.
You said that like a sexist. I'm just saying. You was like a woman. You was like a woman's point.
At the same from the fact that she is a black woman, and there's not too many successful black women that are in the sports industry like that. So you putting yourself, so people gonna be looking up to you like that. They're gonna look to you and say, hey. If I'm seeing you in this position, you're that hope, that inspiration.
But I think
for them to make that.
But I think in her eyes, this is another problem with me. I think in her eyes, she doesn't consider herself
Identifies black.
That's true.
I think she just
That is true.
identifies herself as
Self-deprecating.
I think she identifies herself as just biracial. My wife would let me know real quick. No, Barack Obama is not just black; he is biracial. She's biracial. They have their own.
But that came from years and years of if
Right.
you had
One
a little
drop.
black in
The whole
you, you
one
were
drop.
black.
Ex-
And
exactly.
now people
Barack
want to
Obama-
undo it
yeah.
once
I'm sorry,
we
so
get
please
some
continue.
success.
Yeah.
So it's like, no,
Right, go
he
ahead.
with us.
Barack Obama.
You ain't want us
first
from
of all,
the jump.
Barack Obama is black as Ace of Spades for what they did to him. I bet you if you asked Barack Obama, he'd be like, "Shit."
But he even say he identifies himself as a black man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sid.
Well,
I'm
first,
sorry, Jason.
Go ahead, Sid.
Okay. Oh, first off, on Kanye, he's an asshole. So he has to, but he's an asshole. So he will need to get on him. He's the black Donald Trump, as far as I'm concerned. So he can go to hell for all I care. Number two,
I told you.
version of sin.
I told y'all, man. Watch out for the apocalypse. I'm rolling with Sidney.
yeah, and number two,
You want to keep your wife? You be like, kid. I'll be like, what? You be like, this tonight. I'm like, Sidney gotta go. And you know, Sidney, so you just said she was biracial. We know what Sidney likes. Like, you lied enough. It'll do in this new world.
Oh no! Oh god!
Sidney, please continue.
P.S. The comments from Ken Davis does not reflect WeAreRicoRadio.com, the D and Davis Show, or any of our sponsors or future sponsors.
Go ahead. In a Trump world, the flip is flipping on each other. We got D and Sid, and I'm on Team Ken.
You gonna want your wife? Go ahead, Sid.
Well, but the second point I wanted to bring up is us as African Americans, we are so hard on each other. We get mad about some of the stupidest shit. Who are we as African Americans to judge African Americans or who's quote unquote black enough? That's just the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life.
Okay.
You know, and I've been through that throughout all my life. And I'm not gonna get in my life story today. That's a whole nother episode.
That's another flip.
Thank you. But
I know
it's
people
just
like
that,
your life.
It's just that people always ask me, why are you so tough for African Americans? Why you get so mad about African Americans getting mad about some stupid stuff? Because stuff like this we talk about is why, ignorance should not be accepted by anyone. But we as African Americans don't check ourselves on stupid stuff. We check on important stuff. We check each other on stupid stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. Jason.
Jumping off on that, Ken, you brought up the fact that this is emboldening white nationalists. The other part about this is the thing that a lot of the people who were kind of standing off the side and be like, well, that's not what I voted for. That's what the not understood. It's the marginalized that start to turn on each other when we're put in these circumstances. That's why, worry about my trans friends, my gay friends, because whoever has one rung up on the totem pole is lashing out. You already see it. Look at this. Kanye, Sage, they're all disavowing themselves from this. They're pointing fingers at themselves rather than finding a way forward. And regardless of the African American community, the entire community that sees us as a country needs to get together, and that doesn't mean just doing whatever Donald Trump wants. That's for damn sure.
The flip.
Is anybody surprised about the thing with Kanye, him coming out saying what he said? Was anybody a little surprised?
I'm not because
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because that's Kanye, and like I said before, he's the black Donald Trump. He's trying to get attention. Like he's trying to get attention because he's not hot for the moment. But I had this thought in my head yesterday. I was talking to somebody else outside of here. I said people are mad at him right now. First of all, he said at a concert where 99.9% of the people are his fans, so they're gonna cheer for him.
You bought that Kanye ticket. That's 100% of his stance.
But they booed him on the comment. But
5%
before then, they loved him. But once he drops that hot song, that hot album, that quote unquote everybody's gonna be on, they're gonna forget about this. So
I don't know if it's going to. I'll say this much.
Okay.
I think there will be backlash from this. I think Kanye's genius will, in some ways, allow him to get around some of it, but he's lost. It's one thing I'll say
He
this.
lost the fans.
He's not going to ruin his career.
I'll put it like, but
it's not going to ruin his career.
It won't ruin his career as far as monetary wise, but there's always something cool about being in with the African American crowd. There's always some type of, to a certain degree, depending on who you are giving your music to. So for usually people that have to do it in hip hop, for the most part, especially to have a long career, like there have been people that popped up and they may have just appealed to white people, but they really didn't have a sustained career. I think the fact that, and you'll see it in journalism, I think going forward, there will be some blowback where it's kind of like really fuck Kanye, and even he won't be given the same
It's
benefit.
out there now.
He won't be given the same benefit of the doubt too. And I just thought about this for some of the risk taking he does musically. Like a lot of people will in some way be like, one, just out of hate that shit's corny, but a lot of people will really start to critique it in a different type of vein because they look at one. It's even more proof that if you didn't know he's crazy, you knew he was crazy. But it's even more proof to that. But now you know he's crazy, disconnected, and because of his marriage and stuff like that, he really just he's somebody. I won't say somebody we didn't know. He's probably always has been this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, always been. Jason?
Well, and the other thing too is like there's always been the critique about what he's sampling, how he samples it, right? And that's a whole other argument. We go back to the 80s and how you couldn't make the albums that were made in the 80s. But now, again, like you said, you'll look at it differently. You'll be like, who's he ripping off now? Which down for the cause person is he going to kick out of the way right now?
Well, I mean, and then he wants us to ride for him when he's making that point with Sway and talking about, well, the fashion industry doesn't want to accept black people and stuff like that. He wants us to ride for him, but then he comes out and says this.
That's
it's
not
like,
that.
what are you talking
Wait,
about?
fashion is race. The racist fashion people, but compared to like real shit happening
But
in
then
the
say
country.
go Donald Trump on the back end.
I think fashion is racist is like Donald Trump tweeting out that Hamilton insulted Mike Pence and that the theater's a safe space for the vice president-elect.
Ouch, that damn Donald Trump. But no, my whole thing is I'm not surprised because of what Kanye said, and I think Kyle made a very good point in a text message. We was all talking about this. I mean, I think he thinks that celebrities, reality stars, are just like the end-all, be-all, the kind of like the endpoint of culture right now.
Yeah, it is.
And to a point, he is correct about it. But now, and I think this has done nothing but embolden him even more because Donald Trump won. So I know, like a few years ago, he was talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna run for president and all that kind of shit like that.
Fuck no.
And that hold on,
might do it.
No,
He won't be the president. I'll tell you.
No.
Yeah.
I agree with you. He won't be the president. Well, you know what? After what the
No.
fuck
I
just
don't know.
happened,
I don't know.
No. hold on.
Disenfranchised white people are not going to vote for Kanye.
This is my point. I think
I think I'm gonna vote for Yeezy.
Hey, also activists with the fake Kanye 2020. I would be curious to see if there are any Kanye 2020 signs out there right now.
It probably is.
Which was stupid
It
anyway.
probably is. But no, what I'm trying to say is, I think with the Trump win, has done nothing but embolden in his mind, like, you know what? I'm right. I've been saying for all these years, like, look at Kim. Kim been doing this and she done changed the game. Look at me. I'm doing this. I done changed the game. Look at Donald Trump. He came in. He said, fuck all the politicians. I'm going to come in. I'm going to win it. And I'm going to win it. And I think in his mind, he's thinking like, you know what? I'm going to fucking do this. And I think it goes back to the point of my last discussion here. We talked about the flip when Tony was talking about, well, look at Lil Wayne. Why are you trying to hold Lil Wayne on the pedestal? And that's
See what he did, right?
And that's what people would kind of put in front of you. It's the same damn thing now. What happened with Kanye West? You see this now, and it's like, because he said in the crowd at the concert, I'm sure there's Donald Trump fans out there, and a few people did cheer.
This one motherfucker was loud than a motherfucker.
and
clapping his feet or something.
Right. and now they're going to be able to hold that. It's like, oh, look, your genius hip hop artist, whatever like that, people have put on his pedestal for all these years. Now he's even riding with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's always that.
That's why we all going to rock
Hey.
between 1 side and 21.
Hey.
Real quick, you see now because of what happened with your damn Lil Wayne and what happened with the election with all that bullshit, and it came to fruition. I didn't care about that because every vote fucking counts.
Every vote counts.
Y'all playing games and shit. You need to stop playing fucking games.
I did not vote for Hillary.
Then when
so.
you get older, you're going to be
That's
like,
fine. You didn't vote for Hillary.
man, this shit is real out here.
I mean, I don't think this is the year to do a third party shit, but at least your ass voted. Unlike fucking Mike Evans and Colin Kaepernick.
But really,
Get your ass out there and vote.
here's a question. Here's a question.
Get your ass out there and vote. What's up?
We talked about this on Dean Davis last week. I don't want to ask you guys this. I said when the story about Colin Kaepernick came, the story came out he didn't vote. I said I disagree with it, but he has the right to choose not to vote. But I was starting to think about it again. Me personally, I really don't give a damn if of course I want everybody to vote, but of course we know some people are not going to vote. But I'm not going to get that upset about a celebrity not voting because my opinions and facts are not based on what the fuck they think anyway.
See, this is my thing, and we can end it with unless somebody else got something to throw up. My whole thing is
love to end this shit,
that no. I don't want to end it. But I mean, we've been talking about it for a while. We've been talking about it for a while.
Always got to be like, get you out on this.
No, but
I got one question too.
But my whole thing is with people like with a person like Colin Kaepernick, the stand that he took, and I still agree with the stance that he took. That was important. I'm 100% behind it. But then don't turn around and take your ass and do the easiest thing you can do is fucking vote.
Or
that's what made me like, okay, dude, come on. What you doing is on point. You have it. The easiest thing you got to do is walk behind the fucking. If they still have the sheet up there, you go in there, you do your business in the voting pool.
He jerking in the damn vote?
I don't know what the fuck you doing. Trump. No,
statement.
But that's the easiest thing you do. I think you lose a little bit of credibility. Not all. But I think you lose a little credibility.
So vote around.
So
vote Harambe.
Thank you. I couldn't even say it. When you do that.
So vote Harambe.
Wait,
so if you would have voted for Harambe, you'd have been cool.
Sid, what was you about to say?
No animals.
That gets me off too. Though.
That's my stand.
I mean, but
vote for a human. Don't vote for a dead animal.
But the way people dismiss the third party, like what you gonna do that for? He might as well have voted for Harambe. It didn't matter, right? Like y'all say, the third party don't matter.
What was you about to say?
I was getting ready to say was that what really made me angry was most of your mainstream media, whether it was sports radio, sports television, or your broadcast channels, saying that because Colin Kaepernick didn't vote, all his work he did was for nothing. I said that's not true. He did more than you bastards sitting behind the mic behind the television camera ever done in your life.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
And that's from
so
white,
what you saying?
That's from white Sidney. But, no,
fuck you.
But no.
Wink, wink.
I swear to God, we're gonna get rid of you. But nah, look. So this is my thing to go along with what they both just said.
Yeah.
And this is when you say that, Tony, why it doesn't matter. Look, the thing that Colin Kaepernick, especially when you have the opportunity to have people paying attention to you, and he had ignited so much furor positively and negatively, but people are paying attention, people are rallying behind you. He should have sat there, done what he did as far as taking the knee, expressed that it wasn't disrespect towards the military. Then he should have expressed the fact that he thought Hillary and Donald Trump were too similar, but if we really trying to wage war, you at this point to make the next move, you have to decide which one is better for what's going to go forward next. This is my thing that I'm always saying as far as black people. We have to skin a cat in multiple ways. We have to develop our own economic system to survive outside of the things that go along in this country, but one that should empower us economically. So one, politically, we have more power to influence the majority, but also some of the things going on with the majority don't affect us. So then we'll be able to sit there and with our political will through money affect it, but still use votes to affect it. It's too many ways to get this done to be like, well, I'm only going to do this. So playing games with your vote, this wasn't the year to play games.
This wasn't the year.
And that's the thing where sometimes you just got to own up to it. This just wasn't the year to play games with your vote.
I can piggyback even a little more off of your point right there, Ken, because after the election, it was a surprise to a lot of people that white women voted for Trump. It was an article, I believe, in the New York Times. I forgot where it was at, but somebody went out to a small city in Colorado. Hillary Clinton did win Colorado, but he went to the writer went to a very small town, and he talked to the piece was about white women voting for Donald Trump, and he asked the lady, he's like, well, you know what? I mean, after all the things he said, saying you voted for Trump. She's like, well, what he was talking about wasn't going to affect me. So that kind of goes back to your point. You do skin the cat so many ways. You make sure you put up enough roadblocks within yourself or your community, even if somebody comes out and said the craziest shit in the world. You still have enough things in front of you that it won't penetrate you as much. The issue is, as Jason was saying, African American people, gay people, trans people, Latino people.
The fucking climate.
The climate. We don't have enough roadblocks in front of us, so when the bullshit comes out, it don't affect us. It's going to probably affect us more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You have Mike Pence, who is super anti-gay. And you have this man now as the second most powerful person in the world. You have Donald Trump saying, you know what? Yeah, I like stopping fresh. We should do it nationally. Not saying this.
Merkel?
Say what?
He got more power than Merkel.
Yeah.
In Germany.
Yeah. Whoever's sitting in that Oval Office still swinging that big thing.
I'm saying, but he the vice president.
Oh, you talking about Pence?
Yeah.
Listen, this is the reason why I say second most, because in my personal opinion, Donald Trump still don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Okay.
At least this dude has been in He's been in politics enough that he can fucking do a Dick Cheney kind of shit to George Bush.
You think you giving him the Cheney type of?
They could probably string him along. That's why I think Republicans are going this little political
You think
tangent
Steve?
right
What
now.
about Bannon though?
I think it's the whole thing because I don't think Trump is smart enough. I was trying to say he's smart enough. He's not smart enough in this arena to really know what to do and what not to do. And now he has people who have this is the life. And they can kind of pull him wherever way they want him to go. And that's the issue that I think a lot of people are having because I have never heard this much talk. Jason, please let me know if I'm wrong or not. Can anybody? I have
Go to
never.
the white guy. Go to the
yeah, I'm a white guy because he's into politics just as heavy, if not heavier than anybody else in this room. I've never heard so much talk about political appointments to the cabinet or advisors in my life because you have a person who's never been in this arena. So now you're putting all these people who have been in this arena and people don't like it. It's like, okay, what the fuck are you going to do? Because now you almost seem like a puppet.
It might be our echo chamber though. Because I think we're hearing a lot about it because we're afraid of who these people are.
I agree.
I think
That's
if you
true.
were a
Yeah.
conservative
Maybe.
white person in
They don't give a
2008
shit.
and listening to Obama's appointments and seeing minority after minority, and you were thinking it was the end
but
of
it
the
wasn't that
world.
fucking many.
God.
Right?
It wasn't that many. It was like two.
So I
I'm
do think
gonna say too many.
I do think it's the echo chamber a little bit because I think all of the conservatives nitpicked Obama to death. That's the other thing too. They said, "Oh, there was no violence." I think back to my first university, my first college. It's not actually university. Before I transferred, the night that Obama was elected, they threw stones through the Black Student Union that night in Virginia. We're not talking about like, you know.
No, they had slaves.
It's pretty close. But,
Virginia-
you know,
yeah, Virginia-
Southerners consider Virginia a northern state now because of all the movement. No. But
It was
Confederate. But they, like Northern Virginia, oh, those are invaders. They're coming down from,
Why'd you throw
New
the
York,
stones?
Boston.
I'm joking.
That was a good one.
But
Slid that in nice.
But the other part of that is, for what you're saying, Donald Trump's admitted it's not that he's dumb, it's he's not wanting to do the work of the executive position he ran for. He offered John Kasich of Ohio the catbird seat. Do all the executive work you do here,
Right.
but for me in the White House.
Yes.
He told him to piss off.
I'll just make
said yes.
America great.
Yeah, I just want to say this. I was talking to one of my other co-workers last night. We were talking about Trump and his apparent presidency. I don't know how if many of you guys paid attention to Donald Trump's speech. First of all, he was shot just like everybody else who voted for him, who didn't vote for him when he won. He at the end of the speech, he said, "I don't know if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm gonna do the best that I can." Yada yada yada. And I was talking with one of my coworkers. I said, give it to me personally. Give it to at least late spring, early summer, where some of the people that voted for Trump, they're gonna have voters' remorse. Number two, I give him 2 years before he taps out. You gonna have Mike Pence run the country.
Wow, you gonna pull a Sarah Palin? Like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I did it. All right,
yeah,
you know
because
what?
like you say, he's never been in this arena before.
Yeah.
You cannot treat this the president office like a business. You can't go clock in 2 hours a day and then go play golf the rest of the day. Right. Once you become president or politician, your life is no longer yours.
I don't think.
What you got, Ken?
I don't think. I agree slightly, but I don't think he's going to tap out because he'll be looking at it as being a loser from the highest office possible. I think the question to be, will he run again? He may try to be on some Teddy Roosevelt shit. I get this shit done in a motherfucking one term, like some old school, like they used to do back in the days. I ain't gonna run again, motherfucker. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit. But and then as far as the people, his people that put him in being against him, I would say that I would have said that initially with some of the step backs that he said, but I look at his appointments, and regardless of what he said, his appointments are going to make sure a lot of the shit that he was campaigning for comes to fruition. Like you're
100% right.
There's still going to be a upswing as far as business wise, and in a lot of ways of white nationalism. When you look at the people that he surrounded himself with, so middle America and rural America, even if Donald Trump sometimes doesn't say nigga, they still going to get to see that the stuff that he told them is still outside of the jobs, because manufacturing jobs ain't fucking coming back.
That's I think is the biggest thing.
But see, LA Times did an interesting article, and they talked to a lot of
LA Times. You came at us with that one poll about how black people's gonna vote for Trump.
Because
you was right too. The LA Times was right. You called it.
Sometimes, because some of these paywalls that you motherfuckers have on your shit, I got to bounce around a different fucking papers and come back next month, motherfucker. So right now, I got probably like 2 more reads on the LA Times.
I.e. the
fucking
Tribune.
Washington Post.
Right.
But so no, the LA Times did this interesting article, and they were asking people who voted for Trump. And most of these guys, and the interesting thing, especially from being guys like us, these guys worked in a lot of manufacturing industry, and to see that some of them made 6 figures, and now we're making like $12 an hour, and we're sitting there talking about, I was making $60,000, and now I can't find a job, and all of them basically said there's no fucking way Trump can bring back manufacturing.
Even they said it.
they so that's not going to be the biggest issue there, because there's no way with this global economy you're really going to bring back motherfucking manufacturing to that degree. To the degree that it was.
Whoa. So you're saying that you don't think the Trump voters, even though they voted for him, and some feel that he's not going to bring it back, you don't think that was a big reason why they didn't?
I don't think
why they did vote for him?
I don't think it'd be something to the majority of them, and I think anybody that votes someone in office, there's parts that you don't like with Obama. When we first met, Mehdi was all about Guantanamo wasn't closed, what he was doing for gays. Off jump into the White House immediately. There's always something that you're like, you promised me this and you're not doing that. So yeah, I think there'll be someone like, well, you said this, but I think there'll still be so much stuff to a swelling of the heart to where your people are in power again in a country that just for the last 8 years it felt like you were losing it. Wow. So, and you probably didn't think, even if you thought, and we know usually with as far as election cycles go, after a 2-term president usually is going to swing back the other way anyway. But you didn't know it was going to swing back and a reality star was going to hit. But again, true. Because a Blackie was in office, they was like, fuck it, we'll try some totally different shit. Like, I don't know. If he did it.
I think I'm gonna go completely 180 from you. I think it is all about the economy with a lot of Trump voters.
The economy's gonna be better, D.
The economy's already is a lot better.
But look, people don't care what the Obama did as far as people. A lot of people didn't pay attention.
That's like that Ford shit. He came out and said like, "Oh yeah, I say this plant, motherfucker, your ass ain't saved shit." Then you gonna come in and say, "Oh yeah, the economy is great. It was already getting great. It was already getting great."
I've always felt that way though, in terms of Obama trying to get stuff done, trying to get bills passed, but the Congress not passing anything.
Oh, they about to pass every motherfucking thing now.
Why would we want
because they had their own guy in there?
Right. Particularly,
but we know
guy,
that they said they weren't going to do anything.
Finish your point.
They said they weren't going to do anything. Now with all 3 branches out, and we said that manufacturing won't come back, but there still will be an upswing in jobs as far as, especially in some areas, there's still going to be some addition in jobs because there's going to be some deregulation, and it won't be true like what trickle down economics was supposed to look like. But with them getting rid of some of the shit and being like, y'all want to keep empowering Main Street, thinking that the mom and pop shit, you see these motherfuckers saying it now. The real thing is you got to get these billionaires more money, and this shit's going to happen. Some of that shit is going to end up, and just like we're saying, the numbers wise, we may not be able to see it, and they're going to report on it. Just like you kept hearing with Obama, like, oh man, the jobless rate is falling.
Unemployment rate.
No one gave a fucking shit about that. You would hear that shit that day, and you wouldn't hear anybody be like, but they're on it. The people really didn't. Now it's going to, especially when your candidate's in office, it's going to be something that you're going to motherfucking hold on to and be like, but look at what the fuck he's doing. They're going to be like when Obama was running it, even though he was coming out of recession, that shit he was just fucking it all, fucking it all.
It's interesting.
You're talking about dumb motherfuckers too. These aren't fucking geniuses.
No, they're not. They're not geniuses. But I will say,
and I don't mean to label all of them like that's not fair to say that everyone who voted for Trump is dumb. That's not fair.
All of them are not dumb. All of them are not racist, anything like that. I just personally think that they solidified a lot of shit that came out. But no, I definitely think it's interesting to see what happens. I would say definitely to come back to this conversation, if you remember, 2 years from now to try to see exactly what happened, because I'm thinking if those jobs don't start coming in,
we're not gonna be able to get
Democrats
in 2 years.
Well, we're
gonna be somewhere in the sewers. Like, you ready to go? Follow me. See what you do.
Worst case scenario, they won't even allow them to sell mics or turn it on.
No.
Shut out all media. You can't say anything.
Exactly. They try.
We almost a T.O.
Right.
T.O. We got just a little more to go. We almost there.
I just think with the whole economy thing, I think if it definitely does not turn out the way that a lot of people think, even though if they said they did vote for him, because You looked at the same people that voted for Barack Obama, the same people that voted for Donald Trump. They saw
voted for
something
Barack
new.
twice, though.
Voted for Barack Obama twice. And like up in Wisconsin, they voted for Scott Walker, they voted for Barack Obama, and then now they voted for Donald Trump. It's like the shit is swinging so far around. It's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. They wanted something new. Donald Trump came in. He said something new. He said, I promise you this, I promise you that. And a lot of things he promised, I think, had to deal with definitely the biggest thing, maybe the economy. And a lot of those jobs that we just said, not all, but I think a good portion, I think maybe a bigger percentage of it was about the economy. And if those jobs and stuff don't come back, you're going to see a groundswell, obviously with the Democrats and also with Republicans. They're going to be like, see, we told you motherfuckers, he did not know what he was doing. Don't listen to him. Get his ass out.
I think this too. There are ways for him to cheat the economy. All right, so if infrastructure, that's a quick cheat. Which not to say we don't need it. Not to say we don't need it.
We need it.
They're gonna be building shit, and we don't get these construction jobs.
Right.
I mean, they'd be in the center of Black Harlem, and they obviously be like, how many? None. All right. Like
don't bring your ass up here
come
either.
from the suburbs and come like I know a brother got a hard hat over here on 16th Street. But infrastructure is going to be one of the good ways. And I hate to say this, we already saw that as far as the federal, they were getting rid of privatized prisons. There's going to be an upswing in that. They're going to be locking you black motherfuckers up.
No. Brown people.
I'm about to come. Don't take my shit away.
Okay.
That's about to be the big. That's my last ammo.
Oh yeah.
Then if they really try to deport y'all, them deporting jobs gonna be going. That's millions and millions of dollars. Even try to do that.
That's
shit.
not even the fact that they're trying to deportation type jobs. I mean, we have that infrastructure right there. I'm talking about the actual people. No, we probably not send your ass back. Well, we got a brand new cell we just built for you, and I think it's going to be. I think. This is sad to say. It might be a swing, not that much from like a high population of African Americans. I think it's going to be a high population of Hispanics because they already said.
Fights, man.
He already said it. Like, listen, I want 2 to 3 million people up out of here, and that's the way you go get them. Boom, you arrest them. You arrest them.
You know what's funny? I saw something. I saw something on the news just real fast that if you're an undocumented immigrant serving in the military army, you can still get deported.
Oh yeah.
We keep our catch-22s on deck.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say real quick, just like Arthur Michelle Alexander, the prison's a new slavery.
It's always been.
So it's just going to increase even more.
This is nothing more than a new.
It's always been. It's always been. It's
Not
always
new
been
Jim Crow, but a
Yep.
new population coming in that they can take advantage of. Go ahead,
They
I'm sorry.
said it the week after the election. We're not going to actually kick you out of the country. We're going to imprison you.
Yes.
There's all these kinds of studies on how much money we're sinking into as taxpayers the prison system. That's one of the big things that is sucking out the vitality of our economy. And here, what they're going to do, again, it's serving the wealthy.
Yeah.
It's the 1%. They're going to privatize it, make it bigger, make it swell.
But they're going to
and
put
we'll
it in
pay for
communities. But they're going to put it in communities. Some like you go visit.
you go jobs.
You go visit your brother, your cousin, and they're in some area that's a lily white area, and
Podunk,
that prison
Idaho.
is sustaining the whole community as far as the clothing, the food, the officers inside of the place. And that if you took that, it's like having a university. It's a college town.
Yeah.
If you take that away, them people will be out of everything, and that's just another cheat that's going to be sit there and allowed to sit there and prop up the economy.
That's what's happening now.
Yes, it is, but it's gonna go up.
It's gonna go up.
I
Look,
wanted this though. Can I ask you a question?
I think CAA like stock went up when he got elected too.
I gotta
Go
get
ahead.
some of that.
Go ahead.
So as far as picking fruit or something, if they go to $18 an hour, we going out there? Because I mean, somebody's gonna have to do this shit. If all my Latin brothers get locked up, who's gonna go out there with me and pick some fruit?
I got family in Salinas.
You sure
Beautiful out there.
You sure do.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll have to see because I remember I saw a document.
They're gonna have to raise that. They're gonna have to raise them rates up.
I saw an interview with a guy who owned a farm, and he said that he has had Americans come in. Majority of his employees are undocumented. But he has had documented workers, if you want to call them that, come over try to work on his farm. He said literally they quit within half of the day. It's like they can't do it. So
their skin ain't made for that. That shit.
So I don't know. I have no idea.
Sunspots like a motherfucker.
I have no idea.
All right. Well, this has been an interesting flip. We hope you enjoyed it, especially with the addition of Joshua and Sid Kid sitting in with us. Look forward. Go ahead.
Oh, I want to ask real quick. I don't know if y'all saw this. I was at Popeyes getting some food.
Hold up. What? We're gonna go. This flip has been reopened.
What?
Because it's go ahead. Now finish the story.
No. I got a coupon for some Popeyes. I went and got some Popeyes.
What Popeyes was this?
On Stony. Keep going. Yeah. So wait a minute, I'm waiting to get my chicken. And I love chicken from Popeyes. No, this lady came up to me. It's like, hey, did you see on the news that this is kind of a good story.
She just came out. She just know you was D.
No,
She's like, D, is that you?
Yeah, I'm like, it is, baby. What can I do for you?
You got the 10-piece $8.99.
I had the 11-piece leg and thigh $11.99. No, $9.99.
That shit go.
It went. I had 2 more pieces left. I ate that last night.
How'd you warm that shit
I
up?
got a toaster oven, baby.
Oh, sorry.
I know how to cook. I know how to refry some. I know how to reheat some chicken.
Popeyes though.
I kind of don't. I mean, it's
but
good.
was it good?
Oh, it's fine. It was good.
Popeyes is that shit.
All right, so anyway, so this woman walked up to me. She's like, hey, did you see this on the news? They got some Nikes coming out for $700. I was like, no. I'm like, all right. She's like, folks can't even eat and they can't live and they got shoes out here, $700.
She said that shit with chicken grease running down the fucking
No, she was.
I'm sorry, black people. I'm so sorry.
Bunker.
Oh my
Brother
God.
Bunker strikes
That
again.
was a good
I'm
one right
with
there,
you,
Sid.
White Sid. I'm trying to be closer to you. You won't let me cross over to Lily White Land. See, you close the door. Y'all don't want anybody else to come. Allow me to enter. Shit. I told y'all, motherfucker.
So I was like, well, think about it like this. I'm like, listen, you could probably buy them, then you could flip them, so make an investment of them. She said, yeah, that's true, I guess, but still. But I didn't see this. Have y'all seen these self-lation shoes?
Yeah, you talking about the Back to the Future joints?
No. They're not. They call Earls. They call Earls.
They're releasing like maybe only like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, they're $720
yeah.
bucks. So basically, it's like my gym shoes right there. It's like a battery pack at the bottom of it.
Nah, fuck
that's rechargeable, and the lacing when you get them to it, it's like a little button. You hit the button, and they kind of.
I have
tighten.
to touch these motherfuckers?
Wait a minute, hold on, brother.
Because they better lace when my fucking toes hit the front.
That's coming. So you hit a button to lace them, and then you hit another button to unloosen them, right? You have to put them on like a battery pack, kind of like
too much work.
like cell phones. You can kind of like just sit on a dock. Yeah, they got something like that. But I had a deep conversation with my wife about this. I'm like the evolution of humans, because she's a school teacher, and she's saying how kids can't really write anymore.
They use computers.
Hand muscles are like going away, and so many kids and they can't write. She's like, I don't like anything like this because it's like, what is this now? You know what I'm saying? We won't have to tie shoes. Fucking fingers are gonna be like jelly and shit.
So she's worried about strength in the fingers.
She is.
So we're getting back to picking that fruit.
I was gonna say she must not teach pubescent kids because then
No,
they're strengthened at a certain point.
Oh,
That's very true.
oh.
Shout out to that too. If you do it, you got a good chance of not having cancer. That's very true. That is. Bring it back home, Jason. But no, she teaches kindergarten. She's like, they come in, they don't even know how to hold a pencil. What the fuck? What the hell these little kids are doing? They don't want to do anything. But it's kind of tripped out.
Chicken and self-lacing shoes, huh?
Yeah.
But
Chicken
real
and
quick,
self-lacing shoes.
who makes Earls? Because it's not even.
Nikes.
I was about to
Nikes.
say, is it a name brand or you just tell me I'm wearing some Earls? They said, I'm like, dog, you got to put a name on them
It
motherfuckers.
is, but I will say this though too. I mean, I think it's the evolution
Why are
of
they
just the
called Earls?
shoe.
Who is it named after?
It's it's not named after anything. It's the battery pack. It has a name. It's like
And so what about getting shocked when walking around with a battery on a battery?
that might
pack and
happen.
it's
Your feet,
watery?
you might blow up. I have no idea. Why is he flying? He got some
See,
Earls
me
on.
personally, if I'm paying that much money, I'm not bending down because these shoes sound like good shoes for fat people.
But they
Seriously, like these
Or
would be
old
perfect
Like
people.
old people
Velcro?
and real obese
Velcro?
people that don't have to bend over.
But
But if they still have to bend over, it's
No, it's
fucking
not-
worthless.
well,
I gotta bend over to hit the fucking button.
but you're doing a little
I
bit
need
more.
a
You do a little bit
Bluetooth
more.
on that bitch.
But this is what's going to happen though. This is what's
I
going to
need a
happen.
remote.
One of the designers already said, like, listen, this is just the first prototype. The second one or third one, sometime in the future, all you're gonna do is put in your foot into the shoe, and it's gonna do.
What about when the motherfuckers choke the shit out of your ankles?
you lose circulation? Oh, I didn't
Like
think
it's
about
like
that.
you got the sugars. I'm like, they're gonna use these
cut
butchers.
your foot
They're
off.
gonna use these exactly.
Lose your foot.
That's what they're gonna use them for. Somebody gonna set somebody up. Like,
You got diabetes.
make his Earl super tight. This motherfucker gonna die tonight.
The answer to that's in season 2 of Black Mirror. Trust me.
Good point.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Watch it.
Wait,
yeah.
wait, no, we can't keep giving them free advertising. We
Go
got
ahead, go ahead.
You gave them
That's
something
true.
earlier. We
That's
can't give
true.
them.
Go ahead,
And
go
you gave them motherfuckers an idea. You're not giving away some free shit
one?
around this moment. You just gave them a show plot. Somebody
Oh,
right
no,
there
no.
like,
He said it's already a show plot.
It already happened?
You'll see it and you'll know.
They did
if you remember
sh-
Earls,
yeah.
no, but it doesn't have specifically have to do with shoes.
Okay.
But if you see this, you'll be like, that's how you're gonna keep the Earls from choking off your ankles.
fucking Earl 3s.
What's up?
Shoe topic. The New Balance thing? Do you have feelings? Any feelings?
Fuck Wiz Khalifa. Fuck New Balance.
So,
and I used to have
so what
some
did they say?
I got the British
motherfucker
ones,
said-
and it still doesn't help.
They said that
They support Donald Trump. or something
Obama
like that, right?
basically dissed their ass. So they was like, Donald Trump is basically our president, and these are the shoes for white people.
Now who's?
And then they backtracked.
They burn. I heard they
Now
burn.
I'm seeing a bunch of like girls around town with New Balance, and I keep thinking, I'm not down for the cause.
The last time I saw New Balance shoes, Bill Cartwright wore them for the Bulls.
They got a New Balance right there on 55th and Stony Island on High Park Boulevard. No,
Sidney
Lake Park.
clearly
Lake Park.
isn't watching
guess
Cubs
what's
games
gonna
'cause
burn
there's quite
tonight?
a few New Balance.
Guess what's
shoes on
gonna
the Cubs
burn
team.
tonight?
Get us out of here, Ken.
We going to march on that New Balance, man, and we all gonna have extra wide shoes. in the
You know what?
morning.
I'm hoping. Although I don't,
They won't choke your
I don't
ankles.
go. I don't go in Starbucks. But Starbucks. I don't drink coffee like that. But I'm just waiting to maybe go into one and see somebody say, "Yeah, my name is Trump." You been seeing that?
Yeah.
You been seeing
I
that?
don't go
shit?
to Starbucks.
I know, but I'm just like a lot of Trump supporters going, "Yeah, put Trump on my name. Put Trump on my cup," and like saying like, "Okay, Trump," and that's the way they like.
And they'll put it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah,
They won't do it.
Yeah. It's man, we live in Sidney. Your apocalypse is coming. Just don't touch your nail.
No, Sid does not mess around with married folks. So let's get that clear.
Thank you, Sid.
Apocalypse come.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be like, you gonna say that shit to him? He's gonna be like, that was before the apocalypse. Shit, them rules are out the door.
Now give it to me.
Exactly.
I want her and I like her. Go ahead, Sid.
Just real quick, I heard this story the other day. Has anybody heard the story about Donald Trump supporters wearing these safety pins and showing them on Facebook? What's that about?
No, it wasn't for Donald Trump supporters. That comes from Brexit. People over in England, in Britain, they wore a pin to let people know, minorities know that they were behind them. So, for instance, like you saw Patrick, what's Picard's name?
Who?
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. And of course, Patrick Stewart is from across the pond.
Oh, okay.
He wore a pin, and it represents to minorities and the disenfranchised after Trump has been elected that you are behind them.
Okay.
So that's what the safety pin. It's not for Trump. It's basically against Trump.
Okay, all right.
Thanks for correcting.
No problem.
Take us out of here, Ken.
All right, everybody. Make sure you check out Dean Davis' show every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Chicagoland Sports Radio. And the flip, for the most part, is every Wednesday, but every other week we're going to give you a special edition on Monday. And just take care of your business, man. Enjoy the holidays. We're going to hit you with another flip this Wednesday. Then we're going to take a quick break and come right back with more Dean Davis. Also, D will be on Sports Feed the 27th.
Yes.
D will be on Sports Feed on the CLTV the 27th. So make sure you set your DVRs, your TVs. We'll put out the link after he does his interview so you can enjoy it. And just take care of your business, man, and be safe. It's crazy out here. Make sure you can skin a cat more ways than one. Keep your head up.
We gone.
Keep your hands to yourself.